Garden State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll set up to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
2nd and 1. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
The pass complete to Calvin Ridley. An 8-yard pickup. And the Falcon first down.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll wind up up getting 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got this down to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure to him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Well, they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the Buccaneers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A check down here to Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all three timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. He'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Joe Tryon
racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll look to throw here. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
From the left hash, this from 39.
And it's a wobbler, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the bar. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So not the most convincing of kicks, but he got it to go.
Yeah, from a short distance, you expect a little bit more out of that kick, but the bottom line is what?
3 points.
3 points. Doesn't matter how it looked. It still counts the same.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3-and-out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Joe Tryon, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Off the option, it's Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on 4th down. He'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Able to power through. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 2. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up to throw. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Out
Out of the shotgun is Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So an interesting call there to take the three. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. Now a 2nd down and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. PAT up and good by Rosas, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They're going to look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is...
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. And sensing the momentum may be changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they can't bring him down. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Able to find Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw again. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Buccaneers, they get